The Chevy Silverado, one of the best-selling pickups in the United States, is switching to electric power. General Motors CEO Mary Barra unveiled Chevy's response to the Ford F-150 Lightning during a virtual presentation at this year's Consumer Electronics Show. GM hopes the well-known plug-in pickup nameplate will help lure Silverado owners and other truck fans into a world of zero exhaust emissions. The Silverado EV is GM's second electric truck, followed by the GMC Hummer EV, which went into production last year. But when it comes out in late 2023, the electric Silverado will be one of the flagship cars in the company's much larger $35 billion pressure on electric vehicles, as well as the first electric truck for Chevy's car makers. Although it shares its electric powertrain with the cheeky GMC Hummer EV, the 2024 Chevrolet Silverado EV resembles a more classic electric pickup concept. The affordable design of the center gate allows users to fold the wall between the bed and the cab and gain additional storage space. This feature may remind some of the now completed Avalanche pickups from the early 21st century. The large battery provides up to 400 miles on a single charge, and fast DC charging technology can deliver the battery at 100 miles in just 10 minutes. The dual electric motors provide standard all-wheel drive and power up to 664 horsepower, and the Silverado EV will be able to pull up to 10,000 pounds and pull up to 1,300 pounds of payload. Chevrolet has not released full specifications and pickup information. The Silverado EV will be new to the Chevrolet line and will debut as a 2024 model and go on sale sometime in 2023. At launch, the Silverado EV will be offered in the highest priced work truck cover, as well as the Trail Boss off-road and RST loaded equipment. But Chevy says mid-range equipment will be added later to complete the lineup. The WT will sell for $39,900 before it is set, but it lacks many of the truck's best features. Instead, we would head high for the Trail Boss or RST, or wait until the well-equipped middle-class gear is available. Unlike the Hummer EV, which comes with up to 3 electric motors, the Silverado EV will be powered by 2. The setup should provide robust acceleration power, and in the highest RST specification, Chevrolet states a rated output of at least 664 horsepower. The WT's essential equipment can handle 510 horsepower. All-wheel drive is standard, as is the four-wheel drive system. Buyers of the RST model will find out that their truck is equipped with adaptive air suspension. A set of huge, great-looking 24-inch wheels is optional. The Trail Boss is likely to add Silverado EV differential locks, off-road tires, and other adventure-ready items to the suspension. When we have the opportunity to try out Silverado EV, we will update the story about driving impressions. At launch, Silverado EV's maximum towing capacity will be 10,000 pounds for the RST and 8,000 pounds for the WT. Chevrolet said the 20,000-pound model will eventually join the line. Silverado EV will use the new Ultium battery technology from General Motors, which can be expanded to create a battery with a capacity of up to 200 kilowatt hours. The ability to quickly charge DC will be standard, and Chevrolet says the 100-mile range can be added to the battery in just 10 minutes at a public DC charging station. Chevrolet claims that the Silverado EV team will ensure a range of up to 400 miles on a single charge. Obviously, the range in the real world will vary, especially when towing, a task that Silverado EV should be able to handle relatively easily. The Ultium platform is the foundation of GM's electric vehicle strategy and the driving force behind the company's zero-emissions policy. This design solution increases the truck's strength, durability, and performance while providing a more comfortable ride on the road and off-road. The platform has a 24-module Ultium battery, which also functions as a basic structure. The chassis is also designed as an independent front and rear axle suspension with power transmission in the RST model from 2 engines, one on each axle. Automatic adaptive air suspension allows you to raise or lower the vehicle by up to 2 inches. 4-wheel steering is standard, reducing the vehicle's turning radius, making it easier to maneuver in car parks, and improving stability and handling at higher speeds. Silverado was designed for functionality and flexibility. It will be offered exclusively in crew cab models with short overhangs. E-Trunk, a lockable weather-resistant compartment in the front of the vehicle, provides plenty of space for a large suitcase. RST has a solid glass roof, which increases the visibility and amount of light entering the cabin. The vehicle is equipped with the latest technologies. Inside the vehicle is a large 17-inch infotainment LCD screen with a diagonal of 17 inches, paired with an 11-inch driver's instrument panel display. A new application, Altifi, is a Linux-based software platform that separates vehicle software from hardware and enables fast and frequent software updates. Drivers will have a chance to improve and develop the vehicle's capabilities through future updates. This car has a solid glass roof, black and white two-tone leather upholstery with red trim, and about the same passenger space as a regular Silverado pickup with a crew cabin. Rather than a gearshift console, Chevrolet engineers opted for a post-mounted lever that creates space for a massive storage compartment between the dashboard and the center armrest. Chevrolet has not yet released all the information about the Silverado EV infotainment system, but we expect Apple CarPlay and Android Auto will be standard, including onboard navigation, Sirius XM satellite radio, and an onboard Wi-Fi hotspot. All models will come with a predominantly digital dashboard, an 11-inch infotainment touchscreen, and an 8-inch digital meter display. Upgrading to the highest RST level unlocks an even larger 17.0-inch infotainment screen and an 11.0-inch display. Both systems can be reconfigured according to the driver's preferences. Still, fortunately, the air conditioning controls remain simple analog knobs mounted on a thin panel at the bottom of the dashboard for easy access. Chevrolet has not released information on all the standard Silverado EV assistance features, but we have been told that the Super Cruise hands-free system will be offered, at least with the top RST equipment. For more information on Silverado EV crash test results, visit the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and Insurance Institute for Highway Safety websites. In the spring of 2023, the Silverado EV will have its WT model with an estimated range of over 400 miles. The vehicle will be assembled at the GM Zero plant, Detroit Hamtramck Assembly Center. In the autumn of 2023, the fully loaded RST First Edition will debut, after which Chevrolet will release the complete Silverado EV portfolio. It all sounds fun, but all this power is only good if you can easily charge the electric Silverado. Charging is still a sore spot for most electric cars, and like most car manufacturers other than Tesla, GM does not own a network, which means that Silverado owners will have to rely on a mosaic of third-party electric car companies for most of their needs when not charging at home. Both versions of the truck can reach fast DC charging speeds of up to 350 kilowatts, which would add an estimated 100 miles every 10 minutes of charging. Of course, chargers with this type of power are few, and most owners are likely to make do with chargers with an output of 150 kilowatts or less. And yes, there is a Frank. But while Ford had a lot of fun with its Mega Power Frunk brand, Chevy opted for a more superficial E-Trunk, which sounds more like a pachyderm pack than anything you'd find in your plug-in. When it finally reaches retailers, it will find a number of electric trucks on the market, including the Rivian R1T, Ford F-150 Lightning, and possibly the Tesla Cybertruck. Most notably, Silverado's production will lag behind F-150 Lightning, which is expected to be produced in the spring of 2022. Pickups are the largest retailers in the United States, and despite improved fuel economy, pickups still consume the most gas and have the most carbon emissions. The electrification of the pickup market could therefore have a significant impact on the environment. It's a game for anyone right now. By the end of 2021, GM had delivered only one Hummer EV truck. Supply chain problems have slowed Rivian implementation. Ford has high hopes for F-150 Lightning, which recently doubled its expected production of 150,000 by mid-2023. It will be interesting to see what Ford does with its lead over GM, given the intense rivalry between the two companies in the truck space. They are huge salespeople and generate profits for their parent companies, Michelle Krebs, executive analyst of Cox Automotive, said in an email. everyone has a highly loyal buyer base. EV versions are now coming to market. Ford may have the upper hand because it comes to market first. We'll see. Ford likes to boast that its electric cars turn not only loyal customers into plug-in vehicles, but also attract new customers who have never owned Ford. GM's challenge now is to do the same with the Silverado EV. Thank you for watching the video.